Well, anyway, let's take a look at this article here. You know, when I encounter hypocrisy, it really just bugs the hell out of me. Because I would like people just to be consistent, and I know it's pretty hard to do that, especially if you're a fanatic, if you're somebody that just doesn't give a shit. You have a political viewpoint and that's all you want. And no matter what you say or do, you don't care how you look like or how hypocritical you're sounding. So, well, here in this article, we have a chief diversity officer, whatever that means. I mean, what does a diversity officer do at a university? Is that officer diverse? I can imagine that kind of person. Yeah, I'm handicapped, lesbian, Native American, transgender, half Native American, half Indian, pagan. I'm so diverse. Diversity. Who gives a shit? I mean, like, if you want to go to university, then go to a fucking university. All this shit about, meeting quotas and affirmative action, it's totally unnecessary. When I was at a university, I think we had something like a diversity officer when I was at school. But he was also like the head of the gay center, and he was, I couldn't really understand his job. I mean, what do you do as a diversity officer? You promote diversity. You go to school, and then what? You just like tell the students, hey, all right, become more diverse. Yeah. The thing is that diversity really exists naturally. I mean, without anybody or anything trying to provoke it. Everybody is individually unique. That's why I hate religion and I hate politics, because they pretty much corner you into a label, basically into a box. You can't get out of it. You're gay. You're gonna act like this. You're gonna you know, oh, you're a Christian, you are a Catholic, you are a pagan, a Satanist, whatever the hell you are. And the thing is, diversity should work on its own. Because if you have like a diversity officer or a diversity department or any of this, you're just provoking shit. I mean that's what I say. I mean, what happens if I'm a Klan member with my little white pointy hat and I go to the school? I'm like, hey, look at me. You want diversity? You want tolerance? And you better be diverse and tolerant for me. I mean, there's a limit to diversity. Obviously, the school is not going to celebrate the Ku Klux Klan or the Nazis, right? Imagine have a yeah. I mean, under the guise of diversity, you're gonna have to allow Nazi clubs and all that. You know, the homophobe club. uh, and their leader is Frothy Santorum. This whole thing really bugs me. And so this article is really about this diversity officer, and right there and then, it starts out like that. Diversity officer. What school would have a diversity officer? I mean, it's just so fucking ridiculous. I am a homo and I am a Mexican, and I am what I am without a fucking diversity officer. Yeah, I didn't need a diversity officer to make me a homo and a Mexican or a Latino or Hispanic or whatever you want to call me. A Chicano. Hey. Well, the article says that this chief diversity officer at Gallaudet, I don't know if I pronounced that right, Gallaudet University has been placed on paid leave after she signed a petition to put a gay marriage referendum on the ballot in Maryland. That's right. Gallaudet President T. Allen Horowitz announced Angela McCaskill's leave in a statement. Horowitz says McCaskill, quote, participated in a legislative initiative that some feel is inappropriate for someone in her position. You see, I understand that. Fine, let's understand that point. But here we have a problem, though. The problem is, you know how the anti-gays and the conservatives and the homophobes, you know what they're going to do, right? You know what they're going to use this story to their advantage. They say, look, here's what's going on. We have to stop gay marriage or else people will be fired for voicing their support for traditional values and all that shit. But here's the thing. The reality is that employers have a right to fire you for whatever reason as long as it's not illegal. They cannot fire you because you're black or whatever. And this woman is black. By the way, I just want to let you know. And they cannot fire you because you're black. They cannot fire you because of your religion. You know, and religious beliefs are basically choices that you make. You know, you make those kinds of determinations. And even that's protected in many of, and probably all the states in this country. It is illegal to fire somebody based on their religious beliefs. It's illegal to fire them based on handicap, disability, age, gender, creed, nationality, and all that stuff. So she wasn't fired because she was a Christian. You see, that's the... People are saying, oh, she was fired because she was a Christian. Oh, no. No, that didn't happen. You know, I mean, what happened was this university, which is a university for the deaf, I think, you know, there are schools out there, a lot of schools, who want to have this pro-gay image. And it looks embarrassing to them. And, you know, just understand this. It looks embarrassing to them when their diversity officer is signing an anti-gay marriage petition. I mean, just look at it that way. It would be like in Liberty University, the art chancellor, like if they have an art department. I don't think they do they? Liberty University, this is a right-wing conservative university. It's like if they have an art teacher and the art teacher puts a Jesus inside of a gallon of piss. What's going to happen to that teacher? Gonna get fired. And you know, we can't stand in the way of that kind of decision making. You know? But here's the thing that really gets me going with this hypocrisy thing. I mean, look, there are many people out there, conservatives alike, so-called libertarians, and all these stupid munchkins, and they're saying, oh, you know, she's being fired for voicing her opinion, for voicing traditional values. She's, in fact, she's taking a vacation. She's not being fired. Most likely what's going to happen is that this woman is not going to have that position anymore. She's going to make the same money. She's going to have a different job. They're probably going to have her, I don't know, work at the cafeteria or something. But they're stuck probably because they're under contract or they're under union. Probably they're going to just keep paying her the same amount of money, but she's going to work at a different position. And that's fine. You know, I'm not asking her to be fired. I don't really care, by the way. I don't care either way. But the thing is, I just want people to be consistent. That's all that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm really asking for. Because these are the same conservatives that say, the employer has a right to fire anybody that they want. You have no right to a job. Now, wait a minute, unless, of course, you're voicing your opinion against gay marriage, then you have a right to a job. Automatically, this right pops out of the sky. Remember, not that long ago, during the whole Chick-fil-A brouhaha, and there was this Arizona executive who went ballistic on this Chick-fil-A employee. Yeah, well, this executive, if you recall, you can, look it up on Google, I don't know. But it was a big news. And Fox News, they spin it in a way like, oh, look, they're harassing this poor Chick-fil-A employee. Oh, no. But the guy mainly just went through the drive-thru, ordered water, and he's like, you know what, you guys are hateful and all that. That's just free speech. That's his free speech. Right? So guess what happened to that guy? That guy got fired. He didn't, no pay leave, no nothing, fired. The guy was fired for voicing his opposition to Dan Cathy and their anti-gay views at the Chick-fil-A chain. But he got fired for that because it embarrassed the company, I think. That was the reason why. And all the conservatives were like, yeah, fire his ass. So he got fired. Oh yeah, there we should fire people when they express their opinion. Free speech is only for those who oppose gay marriage. Those of you who support gay marriage, you don't have free speech. Doesn't exist. So whenever these stupid assholes go out there with their stupid ads and they say that gay marriage will lead to the destruction of your free speech rights and all that, just take a real good objective look at who's really doing the restricting of free speech in this debate. Yeah, it's social conservatives. And I always say this to straight people. You think that this is funny, and you might even think this is ridiculous, and in a way it is. But today is the gay. Tomorrow it's going to be you. Because these are the same social conservatives. These fat assholes who don't give a shit about individual rights, personal freedom. They don't give a shit about that. I mean, if they really do give a shit about that, this whole gay marriage thing would not be an issue. And they try to scare us with, polygamy will become... Yeah, because that's what the Mormons want to do. Because the people who are pushing this anti-gay marriage agenda, it's the Mormon church. And, of course, if you look at the Mormon church, who they are and what they stand for, and their history and the hardcore believers of the Mormon faith, they're polygamists, basically. I mean, don't get me started on that. We don't need to go this far. I mean, we don't need to have these kinds of stupid little debates with, oh no, you don't support gay marriage, oh, you support, it's just ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, but people are just getting out of control. We need more control here. So, yeah, if you look at the comments on this article and many other articles talking about the same story, everybody, all the conservatives are like, look at what's going on. It's the Nazis, it's the SS, the stormtroopers are coming in. Oh no. And yet they do the same thing. And remember, these are the same types that say that the Catholic schools have a right to fire gay people, to fire not even gay people, but straight people or anybody that supports gay marriage. I mean, just go to Google and try to find out how many Catholic school teachers have been fired for expressing their support for gay marriage. Tons of them. Yet who's actually standing up for these people? Nobody. Because we accept the fact that these private schools have a legitimate right to fire you. You may have a right to freedom of your speech. Yeah, go ahead. Like that guy who went to Chick-fil-A and berated that that dumb chick at the drive-thru window. Yeah, go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and support gay marriage. You can go ahead and sign a petition against it. I don't really care. But that doesn't mean that you have a right to put your boss, your employer, in a tough spot, in a really tight corner, you know? You just don't have a right to do that. Especially if you're the diversity officer, you know? If you were the cafeteria girl or whatever, if you were just the clerk or, you know, the receptionist, they wouldn't give a shit. I mean, you can sign whatever petition you want. You're just a fucking receptionist. But the point is that you are a diversity officer, and you know what the school is saying. Oh no, this is going to cause problems, and they don't want any problems. And I don't blame them for doing this. I don't. And the pro-gay marriage people are against this decision to put her on leave. So, whatever. I mean, like, I know, because they are afraid that they're going to use this story, the opposers of gay marriage, you know, they're going to use this story to their advantage. They're going to say, oh, look, the Nazis aren't down. Yeah, because they're always saying that they're the victims. Like, yeah, they're the victims. Like if it's their rights that are being voted upon. Come on, give me a fucking break. You know, that's what I really hate, when people are playing the victim and they're not really the victim. They're not. It's like all these rich people, and I don't hate rich people. I admire rich people. I don't hate them. But there's like all these rich people who are complaining, I pay too much taxes, I'm a victim. Same thing when you get a paper cut and you're like, oh my god, I think I'm going to get an infection, I'm going to die, I'm going to have lupus, I don't know. You know? I mean, these are the people that really, in a way, rule the world. Fucking hypochondriacs. And then they say, wait a minute, if I don't discriminate against a gay person, my rights are being violated, and I'm the victim because I don't have the right to victimize another person, another human being. I'm the victim. It's like a thief or a robber says, oh no, they have an alarm system, they're preventing me from robbing the place. Now I'm the victim because I can't rob the place. Stupid logic. Come on.